damage that has happened here and that I was able to see today over the day was absolutely tremendous. You will see that about 650 historical buildings have been affected, 8 museums, 12 libraries, and so many other cultural institutions like galleries and crafts. The damage to the city is absolutely incredible. And this is where Blue Shield is really coming in and is trying to pull together those forces of the organizations, of the cultural umbrella organizations that want to work. There is a big pool of volunteers, and we had the possibility to meet them this morning that will help to fill out a damage assessment platform, which is a platform we have created for this specific purpose, where it is possible to create a comprehensive project to assess over time what the overall damage actually was that has happened here. Blue Shield is active in trying to be a first responder in this emergency. We have a project to work for 3 months in order to help with working on safety and security of the different institutions and buildings. Hopefully that they are withstanding not only the forces. It has been raining here last week, which almost nobody can imagine rain in Beirut in August. But the autumn is coming, and it is incredibly important to create a safety and security environment where also those helpers that will come and work long-term there, that they can work in safety without threat to them.
I just wanted to show the video so that if you listen to Patricia and Ali saying what they've accomplished, you'll understand how huge an accomplishment it was. And we're still going through it. We still have a long way to go, but we're still there, and our libraries are picking the rubbles up piece by piece, and hopefully we will get to the point where we get to being not just stable, but even better. And I'm sure we will. We are people who persevere. I think Patricia and Ali will validate that. And Maya, I see my colleague Maya from Lebanon here as well. So I hope we'll meet again during better circumstances when the libraries in Lebanon are really, our libraries, our archives, our museums are really back on track. And then you'll see us in a brighter light, hopefully. Thank you very much for the invitation. And thank you again, and see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Randa. That was great. Well, there are lots of questions. We'd better have them later at the end of the meeting. I suggest we move on now Patricia, now, are you over to you, Patricia?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for this invitation. Ali and myself will be talking about Assabil experience, how we did respond, how the libraries, the Beirut Municipal Public Library responded to the Beirut blast, but also to other crises in Lebanon, like the pandemic and the economic and the social crisis we are facing. But before talking about the action plan, what we did actually, and what was our strategy, and how we faced all these challenges, I would like to invite Ali to give you some a short presentation about the rehabilitation of the libraries directly after the Beirut blast.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Thank you, Aiden, for this invitation. Thank you, ILIG and Silip for this session. Thank you, Randa. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you for all people attending this session. First of all, I would like to give you a presentation about Assabil Association to give you an idea about our work in the field of public reading and promoting public libraries in Lebanon. Can I have permission to share my screen, please?
I think you have it. I think the present setting is multiple participants can share simultaneously. So what happens when you press the button and try to share? Is it working?
Okay, I try.
Jubilation amongst technicians.
I think it works. Okay, so and sorry for not be able to turn on my camera because of internet connection problem here in Lebanon. I'm connected through my 3G. So Assabil Association Culture for All was founded in 1997. Assabil is a non-sectarian NGO engaged in promoting cultural participation and knowledge sharing through public libraries and public spaces. Assabil works under its slogan, Culture for All, to achieve the following objectives: creating and operating public libraries, reading promotion, cultural participation, advocacy, and law. Promote public libraries in Lebanon for free, give free and unlimited access to information, encourage reading for pleasure, create spaces for education and an ongoing training for all, create public spaces open to all for free expression, debates, meetings. So in 2000, actually, we reached a historic agreement with the municipality of Beirut in cooperation with Ile-de-France, La Région Ile-de-France, to build a network of municipal public library in Beirut. The target was to create 12 public libraries in Beirut. Now, until now, we were able to open 3 libraries in Red, Bashura, Jaitawi, and Mono, and others and other libraries still projects. The first public library in Beirut was opened in 2000. It's in Bashura region. It's 300 square meters. The second one is located in Jaitawi region. It's in the middle of a public garden. It was opened in 2004. The third one is in Mono region, and it was opened in 2008. So Assabil Association is mandated by the municipality of Beirut to operate the municipal public library of the city. I would like to give you a quick statistic about the public libraries. So our book collections we have total documents in public libraries around 50,000 documents. Loan and borrows, we yearly we reach 20,000 books and other documents borrowed yearly. We organize about 160 events per year open for public, and we received around 30,000 visits. And to reach out vulnerable and marginalized groups, we created and we launched our mobile library called Kotobas. Kotob in Arabic means books. So this is a bus of books. So our mobile library serves the most needy and marginalized children, visits all Lebanese regions, works with public schools, works with the refugee centers, works with children in Palestinian camps. The Kotobas services and activities is free book lending, making use of the books available in Beirut public libraries by searching the electronic catalog and providing these books to the school. Cultural activities activate the school library, storytelling, activities on books to raise awareness about key issues in the child's life, art activities such as handicrafts, origami, using recycled materials, painting, coloring. And gives a chance for children to use tablet technology in extracurricular activities. Some photos from the of the Kotobas activities in public spaces. This is the Kotobas, the mobile library inside. As well, Assabil created a resource and training center for librarians, teachers, and professionals. The center, the main activities of the center is that we give trainings for professionals. We donate books to public libraries, school libraries. We also help new libraries, the project of new libraries by giving expertise. For example, we organize exhibition, we produce toolkits and publications. And we have a library for librarians in this center and for professionals. Also, Assabil gives consultation and support and assistance for new libraries projects. We publish, for example, books for children and manuals for the professionals. We give training session for teachers and librarians, book donations, and production of educational guides to raise awareness on specific topics. Assabil also organize a regular activity program at the Beirut Municipal Public Library. We have a various and very rich program, includes storytelling session, class reception, cultural activity, creative workshops, story hour, and some photos for the activities. For example, we celebrate yearly the Music Day in the Garden of Jaitawi. We organize creative workshop for adults, for example, writing, calligraphy, comics, and some photos for the program of reception of school classes. We organize also evening activities for adults like poetry evening, monthly musical evenings in Bashura and Mono libraries, meeting with Lebanese and international writers, monthly book clubs in Arabic, English, and French also. We have also a monthly cine club at Bashura Library. And we organize a big event in the biggest green area in Beirut called Harsh Beirut. It was a yearly event. The last edition was in 2018. It's a big event for 2 or 3 days with many activities like concert, storytelling, theater, and it's open and it's for free. Assabil also working to promote Arabic youth literature in cooperation with the Bogossian Foundation. Assabil awards Lebanese publishers and authors of Arabic youth literature with the Bogossian Assabil Prize for Children Literature. It's an annual prizes. Prizes awarded to Assabil from Arab Federation of Libraries and Information, Project of Excellence in Libraries and Information Centers for 2010, and also from the Ministry of Culture for being the Municipal Public Libraries of Beirut Ideal Library in Lebanon for 2008. And as you know, and as Randa mentioned in his intervention, as you know, Lebanon was hit by tragedy once again on August 40 to 2020, when several tons of ammonium nitrate caught fire at the port of Beirut, causing an explosion to rip through the 6 p.m. The 3 public libraries of the municipality of Beirut managed by Assabil were severely damaged. Although the damage to Mono library was minimal, but Bashura and Jaitawi municipal libraries remained out of service until Assabil conducted an intensive rehabilitation project that lasted from August until November. Assabil was quick to reactivate the public library because the project of the rehabilitation of and rehabilitation takes 90 days. So we were so active to finish the works to rehabilitate the libraries, and we were Assabil was quick to reactivate the public libraries during the month of December 2020. I am showing you some photos from the damage of libraries. This is the library of Bashura. Some photos. This is the library of Jaitawi. This is a photo after the renovation. So thanks to many donors and many friends, and Assabil was able to collect and to collect the money needed for the rehabilitation of the libraries, and we are grateful to say that this action shows that people believe in Assabil mission and appreciate our work a lot. And in this occasion, I'd like to thank Silip for the quick response and the campaign that was launched by them to help us to rehabilitate the libraries, as well as many donors like LLA, and also the British Association, Book Aid International, that help us a lot with generous donation of books, of new English books that we need really. Thank you a lot, and it's over to you, Patricia, now to maybe to give us more information about the reactivation of the library after the blast. Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. Actually, I'm going to talk about how Beirut Municipal Public Libraries responded to all these crises. So what was our action plan in times of crisis? And we had to identify what are the possible solutions. So I'm going to share with you some of the difficulties we were facing, but also how we did actually value the opportunities we had and how we took advantage of them. So after the Beirut blast, we lost around 5,000 books from our collection. Some of them were totally damaged, and some of them were borrowed by our members, our users, and they were never returned to the library. So in total, around 5,000 books were lost after the explosion. So the quick response of all our donors and friends, partners, so they were really helpful by giving us book donations. And Ali mentioned Ali mentioned Book Aid International because it was they supported us with a big number, around 5,000 books of English books, new books. And this was really a great initiative and super helpful to renew our collections and to replace all the damaged collection. So we also received some funds, small funds, to buy some new books, especially for Arabic collection, from local suppliers and local publishers and Lebanese publishers. So these initiatives were super helpful to renovate our collections. So after the renovation, I mean, the building and the reading areas, we were able to offer a good collection for our readers to welcome them in our libraries. Besides the print collection, print books, we intended to invest more in e-resources. But I think you all know that we need a big budget for e-resources, and since we are public libraries and we don't have enough the funds, so we decided to invest more in free e-resources. So we had all the team of librarians were working on the selection of really valuable, credible free e-resources, and we were able to create a small database for all these free e-resources to make all our users be able to access free ebooks. Especially during the pandemic, many publishers and many databases were accessible for free. So also we had to identify all these sources to make them available and discoverable by our users. The thing that we received the book donation, a huge amount of books, around like 8,000 books in a period of 3 months. So all the team, all the catalogers, they had to work really hard on doing the cataloging process in this very short period. So all what we wanted is to make sure that all these books, the new books, become available in a very short period after the reopening of the libraries. So this was really stressful on our staff, especially that it was during the pandemic and we had to work remotely. So many of our librarians, they had to work from home, do the cataloging, taking books to their homes, and then returning the books to the libraries. And this was not really a quick and easy process. After the explosion, we all know the psychosocial effects of the explosion on the Lebanese population. Over 200 people lost their lives, but around 300,000 people were affected through destruction or damage of their homes, jobs, etc. And actually, the blast deepened the existing vulnerabilities, and it resulted in what we call a psychological trauma. So all the Lebanese people, they were facing a psychological trauma, and we had to do something about it in our public libraries. So we started hosting in our public libraries after the reopening, and in partnership with many NGOs in Lebanon to host psychosocial support sessions. So after the Beirut blast, we were hosting around 15 psychosocial support sessions per month from around 3 NGOs and local and international NGOs who were willing to offer consultation, one-to-one, family consultations, women consultation, children, to all the Lebanese community living in Beirut and affected by the Beirut blast. So this was kind of way to help the community and actually to make them stronger, and maybe we can transform our libraries into a safe and open place for people affected by the blast. I think you all know about the economic and political crisis we are facing in Lebanon. Over 50% of the Lebanese population now, they live below the poverty line. And we are witnessing actually a decline in income and a drastic decline in the purchasing power. Minimum wage in Lebanon is around $70 per month. So imagine that buying a book is impossible anymore for many people. So that's why we were facing, or we were able to identify a rise of a new distressed and financially troubled public. Those people are no longer able to buy books anymore. So our reaction was to benefit from all the funds we were receiving to buy those books, making the information books free of free access to everyone. We waived the membership fee, so everyone can create a membership card for free. So in this way, we were trying to support all those people unable anymore to buy books. Plus, we were assuring that we can have free internet access because I don't know if you know that Lebanon is facing an electricity crisis and a fuel crisis. So this is really sad, but people, they do not have access to free internet anymore. So as public library, as free reading and studying spaces, we were able to provide free internet access, especially to students who were studying online. So it was really impossible for them, and Ali can talk about the program. We initiated a program, a support to online learning in our libraries. So students and teachers, they can come and do their online sessions in the libraries, and we can provide the free internet access. All these circumstances, they were affecting our team. So we had to work remotely. And the team had to adapt to new ways of working. And I think this is worldwide for all the librarians working remotely. We had to face technical issues, and most of all, with all the financial crisis and political crisis, we had to keep our team motivated. So this is the main issue, to keep our librarians, especially, I think Randa can explain more about that many librarians and information professionals in Lebanon, they are leaving the country to look for a better paid job abroad. So especially the senior positions, and this is really affecting our profession in Lebanon. So I think this is really critical to keep our team motivated and to make them really available in Lebanon and supporting our community. What we did actually, as I said, we had huge amounts of books to be cataloged, and we wanted to revive our libraries. So we were happy to collaborate with another NGO in Lebanon, and they've founded a program to support unemployed skilled individuals affected by the Beirut explosion. So we were really happy to match some of our skilled professional librarians to be able to benefit from this program. So they would provide the salary for them, and they would work for Beirut Public Library. So this was really a gift. And so far we were able to recruit 5 new part-timers. They were ready to help in the cataloging, the processing, and all other tasks in the library. Plus, we did call for volunteers, and we all know the importance of volunteers in public libraries. So, and we were really happy to recruit around 6 volunteers. They were really happy to help us in all the processes and the tasks in the libraries and in the processing the book. So this is when it comes to our team. Finally, I would to conclude, public libraries, they might flourish in times of crisis, and this is actually because we are seeing that the increase in the number of visitors and the number of members of our libraries. So since last year, we are witnessing like 100 increase in the number of new members. Despite all the challenges we are facing, we are witnessing 230% increase in the number of daily visitors and 33% increase in the number of borrowed books. And just to give you an example, Ali gave you just a small presentation of all the activities we used to do before the blast. Actually, in July, we had to shift many, or in the last period, we had to shift many of our activities online. So activities were no longer hosted in the libraries, in the reading areas. But in July, we were able to do 15 cultural activity. And in my opinion, this was a big challenge for us to make people come back to libraries and to be able as a team to organize this number of activities in a very short period, despite all what's happening around.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And I think we can show our reactions in the usual way. I'm clapping here, and if others would like to show their clapter to the camera or in the chat, that would be great. Okay, well, thank you very much, Randa. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Ali. This has been an inspiring evening, listening to what you've done and to how positive, I mean, somebody mentioned this in the chat, how positive you are about these things. Yes, it's an inspiration to us all. And
have to be positive, or we would commit suicide in Lebanon. Yeah. We have to stay positive. We've been in this seesaw situation since 1975. So, and every 2-3 years we have a big surprise coming out. So, you know, we're becoming immune to
right. Gosh. Well, thank you very much indeed, all 3 of you, for coming along tonight and sharing all this. And well, ILIG does not at the moment have another informal immediately lined up, but at last Wednesday's committee meeting we were planning half a dozen. And so everybody keep an eye open and watch this space, and we'll let you know. Once again, thank you, Randa, Patricia, Ali.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so I'll shut down there and see you all whenever.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.